My experience in the workshop has been amazing.
Really positive.
I feel like I learned a lot.
It's an outstanding introduction.
This has been like a mini master's program.
I feel like I've been transported to another world.
I'm so glad I did it.
This is probably the best decision I made as a writer ever.
It's going to make a long-lasting difference in my life.
I was nervous about the digital format.
I wasn't sure what to expect.
I was really looking forward to it being in person, but I honestly think that
it actually made it easier to manage.
It was just much more accessible.
Everyone was able to make it really engaging.
It really exceeded my expectations.
I've been really impressed.
There is something to be said for the chat feature on Zoom and how it brought us all together, how we were having conversations as we were participating in these workshops.
Obviously, if we were all in person, we wouldn't want to just be chattering in a way, we would just be disrespectful, but the digital component actually allowed us to have that.
I think Slack and being online allows for a certain kind of
cross conversations and social cross-pollination.
It's like a familiar kind of like internet camaraderie.
Like I said, collaboration and cooperation and just patience with each other.
That's way more social than I thought it would be.
Especially since there are so many of us who are in slightly different places.
I have really appreciated the geographic diversity of this group.
I mean, some people who normally wouldn't be able to come talk to us were able to come join us.
Something that makes this program different from the other publishing programs that I've seen is it's more focused on turning away from traditional publishing.
The message that I keep getting is that the industry is on the cusp of significant changes and transformations.
We heard from some incredible people who are doing some badass work, and we've gotten to really center them rather than hearing from maybe some voices that are more often heard or centered.
I also just wasn't expecting how much diversity there is in form.
I really appreciate that it's given this kind of global, holistic understanding of publishing.
Not just that there are so many different steps and rooms or compartments to publishing, but what actually goes on.
Kind of opened everything up for me.
It's positioning you to be the person that's going to be able to navigate it in ways that someone who hasn't gone to this workshop wouldn't know how to do.
I would definitely recommend the LARB publishing workshop too.
More people who are interested in getting their voices out there.
To anybody who's trying to figure out how to make a transition into publishing.
People like me who are midway through the PhD program and who are kind of trying to not have all their eggs be in one basket.
Colleagues who might be in academia for the long run but are trying to figure out how to make themselves more outward facing.
People who generally don't envision themselves in publishing and who maybe don't envision themselves as having access to the network of professionals out there.
You've all done a really amazing job of opening up what on the outside can be a really overwhelming and obscure black box.
The whole process was demystified.
The biggest takeaway is just that I can bring my own Latinx representation within publishing, that I could contribute something, that I have some skills that I can apply in the publishing industry that I didn't think of before.
I feel a lot more confident about becoming more professional and entering the industry.
I feel like I'm super prepared.
I feel like I'm leaving this workshop with really concrete ways to have a career, and I feel so excited about that possibility.